Hello and welcome to Vlogmas Day 4. I just blow dried my hair, so that's why it's a little bit frizzy. I've already tried to put like oil in it, but it's not helping. So disregard that. But I'm actually sitting here and I'm getting ready to prepare and pack for my little mini vacation that I'm going on. I'm just going to Miami to visit some family and spend time with them. But I thought it was a good idea to film how I stay on track with my health, wellness, and like fitness goals and just for my well-being. So I wanted to open up and share a little bit of a backstory with you guys first though. This is also the first time that I've opened up and talked about this. It's still a sensitive topic to me, but I feel like I've gained enough confidence and enough strength to be able to talk about something that has affected me. For the past 2 years, like March of 2020 was when it began, and then all the way up until maybe like November of this year. I was gonna say September, but then it wasn't right. November of 2021. So a little under 2 years, basically. I have had an unhealthy relationship with food, and I kind of went through an eating disorder, and it was just like this whole mess in my life. And I went through being a vegetarian, I went through being a vegan, I was solely focused on eating healthy foods, and I would restrict myself so much. Like I remember calorie counting, and I was literally averaging about like 1,100 calories a day, and I thought that was really good. And so I just had a lot of restrictful moments, and I basically demonized all unhealthy foods. And then I used to have secret binge moments, and especially like at parties and at social events, those were like my binge days. And I just fell into the restrict and binge cycle, and it really affected my mental health and my relationships with my family, with my friends. I even went to therapy for my eating disorder. I guess to classify it, it was like orthorexia, which if you guys don't know what that is, I'll put the description of it like down below. And then I also, like on top of that, it was also a binge and restrict eating cycle. It didn't really have like an official diagnosis or whatever, but like that's a whole other different topic. Eating disorders is a whole separate different topic that I don't really want to get too into, just because it's so controversial and so sensitive to people. And I know that firsthand. So what was I gonna say? And then there's some more stuff that happened, but that's for another time. The point of this video is that I am now a new person. I am more mindful. I am smarter. I learned certain things in therapy that I am now applying into my life. I've also had great influences in my life and people I look up to. So this is where I'm drawing my inspiration from, and to just put myself in gear and really prioritize my well-being. Writing down the goals of how I want to feel. I have a list here in front of me. They are: hydrate throughout the day, 3 deep breaths and stretch in the morning, focus and be present with family, pick foods that truly make me feel good, and don't stress over what you don't have control over. And these are feelings based off of how I truly want to feel in the moment. I want to be focused and present when I'm spending time with my family. I want to soak it all in. I want to share all the laughs, all the stories. I truly want to be present. The one about picking foods that truly make me feel good, I have noticed throughout my healing journey that I bloat and I get chronic inflammation with certain foods. To name a few, gluten absolutely tears up my stomach, and I just get so bloated and like borderline distended. Like I literally look pregnant. So like when I'm eating out at a restaurant, I'm not going to pick something that has gluten because I know how it's going to make me feel later on. Another thing that really affects me too is like stuff that's super sugary and like desserts and stuff like that. Sugar does not do well with me. I get really bloated and inflamed when I have sugar. Although I'm no longer vegan or necessarily like plant-based, I got rid of those labels. Like I was never truly vegan, actually. I should probably say that because I used to have honey, and honey is an animal product, therefore it's not vegan. So I was never 100% strict vegan. I didn't eat meat though, and I didn't have eggs, and I didn't have dairy for a couple months. So I kind of like titled myself as vegan, but then like, I don't know, I got sick of the labels and sick of the classifications, and I was like, this is just, it's not doing anything for me. So I opened up myself to start having foods and just experiment with things that make me feel good and things that don't make me feel good. So I started incorporating dairy recently, and back in high school, this is actually like for sure, I know that I'm lactose intolerant. I know for sure because back in high school, I used to have milk and I would bloat and have horrible gas. TMI, but like my best friend knows. If she's watching this, if you're watching this, you know. But it was just terrible bloating and just gas, and it did not sit well with me. So I switched to almond milk and more like plant-based milk back in high school. But more recently, I started to try dairy again because when I have cottage cheese, and I'm talking about like quality cottage cheese from like pasture-raised cows, grass-fed cows, I don't bloat and I don't have gas pains, and like it doesn't affect me like how regular milk does. So that was really interesting, and basically now I have grass-fed yogurt, pasture-raised cottage cheese, and I just keep my dairy like really clean. I won't do like the packaged cheese or the mozzarella Kraft crap or whatever. Like all that stuff is not great for you. And it doesn't sit well with me. So another thing too is that I am starting to eat eggs from Trader Joe's, and they are the pasture-raised ones. Those have been amazing because they work with my budget. Pasture-raised eggs are not cheap, by the way. The ones that I've found at Target go for like $7-8 a dozen. And these ones at Trader Joe's are quality, and they're only $4 a dozen. So those sit well with my budget, and they genuinely taste like amazing. So I got rid of the titles about being vegan or plant-based a lot. Anyways, I really don't know where this video is going. Like, I'm just opening up and being honest. So we'll see where this goes. So the second thing that I actually think is very beneficial when it comes to staying on track with your health and fitness goals is to make a general schedule of the activities and places that you're going to go visit and places that you're going to eat throughout the day. So like Saturday, I know that with my family, we're going out for dinner. So I know for Saturday, like I'm going to a restaurant, so I should be a little bit more mindful about the things that are on the menu that could possibly trigger bloating or inflammation in me. Then Sunday, like we are going to church. So I know like, okay, before church, I like to eat because I can't go to church on an empty stomach. So I know to pack breakfast and to have, you know, a light snack or carry a light snack with me. Then Monday, we're having sushi for dinner. So like, it's just a general schedule to give me an idea of like how my days are going to look. That way I'm not like completely thrown off or overwhelmed by changes or by just events and situations. Now I know with family vacations, like anything is subject to change, you know, like things happen and it's inevitable, but at least this way your mind is a little bit more at peace with what to expect. Then going to the third thing, this bag is filled with things that I pack and take with me on vacations just because like what my family eats and what I eat is different sometimes, and what they eat doesn't really sit well with me, like in my stomach, and it doesn't make me feel good. So I just pack my own little snacks and stuff. That way I can make whatever I want and feel good and have a great day. My tip is like to pack stuff that doesn't really go bad, like in case if it's left in your luggage or something, like it won't spoil. So I have a whole bag of oats, which I double bagged here. I put flaxseed and collagen in it. That way it's like all I have to do is pour the oats in a little bowl, put some like almond milk or water in it, throw it in the microwave, and I have oatmeal. So that's really easy. I have plant-based protein pasta. This is gluten-free. Then I have like my nuts and seeds. Oh, I have almond butter, but my phone is sitting on top of it right now. I have some lentils and chickpeas and black beans. So just pack stuff. It doesn't even have to be like this extra. Like this is for 3 or 4 days. So like I packed a little bit more just in case, but just having like your own snacks and maybe just 1 or 2 things to make meals easier genuinely is such a like helpful thing. And then lastly, the 4th thing is more of like a mindset / needs type of thing. I would say to make sure that you have everything that you need. As humans, we have specific needs. Like we need water, we need air, we need, food and stuff like that, like your basic needs. So for me, I carry around this black, my phone's also resting on top of it. It's this 32-ounce black water bottle from Simply Modern. And that thing is literally my lifeline. Having that bottle of water with me everywhere I go is going to help me reach my goal of hydrating throughout the day. Sometimes having like a set of workout clothes in your luggage can help in case like you find out that the hotel you're staying at has a gym and you really want to work out that day. Carrying around gym shoes, or like for me, I have this little booty band, just like little things that can help you reach your goals. And on top of that, mindset is everything. Vacations are, or at least for me, they're very, I don't want to say intimidating, but just like a little scary and daunting, just because I'm not one that does well with change and like changes on the fly. I need to know how things are going to go. So change can be a scary thing for me. And what I've learned throughout going through therapy and basically just my experiences is be gentle with myself. I am doing everything in my control right now to put myself and set myself up for success. But if things don't go as planned, all I can do is my best. And this right here is me doing my best. I am planning, I'm setting goals, I am taking action. I'm doing everything that I can within my control to make myself successful and just feel good, and I'm prioritizing my well-being. So if things don't go planned, I know to be gentle with myself, because some things are out of my control and I just have to be okay with that. And life is too short to stress about things that you don't have control over. So yeah, that's what I've learned, and I hope that these tips can be helpful to someone who may be in the same situation, who doesn't do well with change, or just simply wants to feel like their best self. So hope you guys enjoyed.